What's up, y'all? Today I got this 2012 Honda Civic, just a Civic base model with the rear drums. I'm going to be showing you how to do the rear drum brakes today. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is take your wheel off, obviously. Make sure your e-brake's not on because you ain't going to get this drum off. And just wiggle your drum off. Now if the drum doesn't want to come off, just take a hammer to it and just smack it on the side. It should break free like that. Now we're going to be reusing these drums today. They're still pretty smooth, nothing's dug into them. Generally I don't machine drums because every time I machine drums they tend to just make noise and chatter. Just leave them alone, man. If you're going to change them, that's fine. If you're not, just leave them alone. I'm telling you right now, I've had more problems trying to machine those drums with comebacks than just leaving them alone. Now if they're all grooved up and they got a big lip or something like that, just change them. These things are probably $15, $20 a piece. So enough talk, let's do this. Now first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of brake cleaner. Clean off the hardware real good, unless you're changing it, which I'm not. We're reusing this hardware. Take you some cutting docks. All you got to do is just grip it on the bottom spring. Pull that out like that. Alright. Now just set things to the side like you took them off. Like to the left. Now I've been doing this long enough where I don't have to do it, but I'm going to show y'all how I used to do it when I was a newbie. Alright, now we're going to take these little clips off. The hold down clips. Just push in on that spring and twist that pin. Come on. Alright. Now that's off. Same with the other side. I'm going to have to hold that clip from turning while you do that. Come on. Come on. Alright, now just leave those pins in the back of this backing plate here. Alright, now we're going to pull out on the shoe with your hands. From where it seats down here at the bottom, pop that spring out like that. Alright. Now you can go ahead and take this little arm off right here if you want to. Should just pull up and out. Come on, quit playing with me. There. Don't want to let go. That goes to the left. My nut's always dropping. Alright, now we're using the shoes as like an anchor slash tool for this top spring right here. Just get the tension off that. Swing that down. Now notice that's alright. Things are going to fall when you're working on cars. That happens. No biggie. I'm going to go pick up these pieces before they get lost. Alright, now go ahead and counterclockwise reset your adjuster most of the way. Alright. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is because this spring, y'all, is really tight and really hard to get off with any kind of tool, honestly. And it's hard to put back on with any tool as well. And as it goes that way. So, don't worry about the little bit of brake fluid that came out of the wheel cylinder. I popped it back together. You can gravity bleed that out when you're done. Now, Clean off this backing plate right here. And all your contact points where the shoes make contact, metal on metal. Brush you some grease on there. In between them right there too. On the wheel cylinders a little bit, it's fine too. Alright. Wipe my hands off. Alright, now we're going to have to switch this e-brake arm over to the new shoe. So pull the spring out of its seat right there. Just pull back on that spring. Pop it out. Okay, now get this drum out of my way here. We're going to be switching this arm over to the new shoe. So, grab my little hammer action here, because we're going to be reusing this little horseshoe clip right here. Sometimes they give you a new one with shoes, sometimes they don't, but if they don't, you're just going to have to reuse it. A little flathead screwdriver here. Alright, get a little bit of a bigger one. Just keep spreading it. Bigger and bigger. Now once you get it spread enough, you should be able to, up against this piece right here that hangs out on the shoe. Trying to keep prying back. That thing opens more. Yeah, these clips are a pain in the butt, man. As long as I've been doing this, they still kick my butt. Now, I'm going to try to get these snap ring pliers in there. Still not spread enough yet. I wish they didn't close them all the way. There's no need to bend it all the way out. Or in. Alright, now. There we go. Now it's going. Okay. Now we might be able to take this little one here. Don't let it go flying. Gotta catch it, because we're reusing it. And get you a little spring washer here without dropping it. Little guy right here. Now pull your little pin out right here. Grab one of your new shoes. Don't matter. There's no left and right shoe on this model. And if you can't get that pin in, because they paint these, just take your flathead screwdriver and just ream around that hole. Both sides. Get the paint out of there. It feeds through. Alright. This is definitely a good hand workout, y'all. Alright, now I'm going to retrieve my clip from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer that clip flat because it got bent a little bit. And I'm going to take these snap ring pliers here, even though they're not made for this. I'm going to spread the clip a little further out and hammer it flat again. It's wide enough to slide over that pin. Alright, now take you some pliers. Our vice grips work great for this. Grab that bad boy. And just bend it back in. Just like that. Alright. Now, back over here. Pull back on that spring. Hook it back into that arm. Alright, let me shake my hand out a little bit here, y'all. Get the blood flow back in it. Line that up. Push in on the clip while you're turning that pin. Alright, now wrong way. It goes like this. The longer end goes on the outside. Don't matter on this side, it's the same. So, go ahead and hook your spring into the other side right there, that little hole. Now, hook it into here. Now, as you're pulling on this, pushing on the piston on that wheel cylinder, try this again. Get in there, being a booger. Of course, the other side gave me no trouble. All right. Alright, there you go. So we just use the shoe as our tool, our anchoring tool. That tight spring. Everything's seated. Same thing on this side. Alright, just like that. Now we'll go ahead and put our bottom spring in. Remember, it faced this way, just like that. Go ahead and hook one side in, pull out in your shoes. Alright. Now, take your shoes and seat them behind these notches, and take your spring and push it behind that little lip, just like that. Alright, now your little adjuster arm, pushing that hole right there, and sliding that little groove right there. Now hook your spring right there on the top. And hook back into that hole right there, y'all. Now, start adjusting it out a little bit. Flat screwdriver works good for this. Where you hear it clicking towards you. Just a good 10-15 turns after resetting it. And then grab your drum, make sure everything's seated. Dump all the dust out of it. Just till it starts dragging the shoe. That feels actually pretty good to me. Now if you go too far out, all you got to do is pull back on this clip with your finger and go the other way. Counterclockwise. Just like that, and then let off that, and it'll seep back into those notches. But to adjust it, you're going to hear it click. But to de-adjust it, you're going to have to pull back on that. That way you can go the other way. I'd say we're probably about a good 4 or 5 threads out on that adjuster. Just put your drum back on, just till it drags a little bit. Now, take this dust boot off. Find me an 8mm here. And if that boot pops out, just seat it back in there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And counterclockwise, loosen your bleeder screw. And once it starts dripping real good, that little bit of air that got in there when the piston popped out of the wheel cylinder there, it'll bleed right out. I've never messed one up when they pop out like that. I'm not going to sit here the whole time, but just when you get a good drip, for a good 30-45 seconds, let it drip. All the air should be out of it. If the pedal feels funny, do it again. But usually that'll do it. So anyways, I hope this video has been informative. Y'all please check a like down below. Y'all please subscribe. Have a good day. Peace out, YouTube.